A family sitting around their dinner table looking stressed while paying bills. You're sitting at the dinner table, staring at a stack of bills that's half the size of your paycheck. You think, how is this possible? I'm working harder than ever, making more than my parents did at my age, but it feels like I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. Am I doing something wrong? I've been there. You've probably been there too. And let's be honest, a lot of us are asking ourselves the same question. We're following all the financial rules that we're supposed to work, but they're just not cutting it anymore. My name's Miko, and I spend way too much time thinking about why normal people, good, hard-working folks like you and me, are going broke in 2026. If you're someone who feels like you're doing everything right, but still can't seem to get ahead financially, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this sounds all too familiar. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why trying to live a normal, middle-class life in 2026 is setting you up for failure. Spoiler alert, it's not because you're bad with money. It's because the game has changed and the old rules just don't apply anymore. So let's dig into why normal people are going broke and what you can actually do about it. Why normal is actually the problem. Here's the thing. We've been sold this idea that if we work hard, save a little bit, and follow the traditional financial advice, like budgeting, saving 10%, skipping the daily coffee, we'll be fine. But guess what? That's just not true anymore. Let me hit you with some cold, hard facts. The median home price in the U.S. is now around $420,000. The average car payment is pushing $700 a month. And here's the kicker. According to a study by the Economic Policy Institute, single Americans need over $100,000 annually just to live comfortably in 2026. A family with 3 kids, that number jumps to $280,000. Now, you might be thinking, well, that's just the way things are. Prices go up, salaries go up, and we just have to adjust, right? Wrong. The math doesn't add up anymore. Let me show you why. The housing trap. Let's talk about housing, because this is where the cracks in the system are glaring. You probably know this, but the numbers are downright terrifying. Let's say you're looking to buy a house in 2026, and you've got a solid job. You've been saving up for years, and now you're ready to take the plunge into home ownership. Guess what? You can afford just 21% of homes currently on the market. 21%! That's a far cry from 50% before the pandemic. So what do people do? They stretch. They convince themselves that they can make it work. They take out a mortgage where 45% of their income goes just to pay for the house. They tell themselves, it's temporary. Once interest rates go down, I'll refinance. But here's the truth. You're not building wealth. You're surviving. You're one job loss, one medical emergency, one car repair away from disaster. And that mortgage, it's a trap. If you want to build wealth, that kind of financial pressure isn't the path. The car payment disaster. Now, let's talk about cars. In 2026, the average new car payment is over $700 a month. For trucks, we're talking upwards of $1,200 a month. Do the math, and you're paying over $130,000 for a car that's worth $15,000 when you're done paying for it. But everyone does it. It's normal. Everyone's got a car payment. Here's what most people don't realize. Normal means being permanently trapped in debt. It means paying interest to the bank so you can look successful, but secretly, you're broke. Think about it. Your car isn't an investment. It's an expense that depreciates the minute you drive off the lot. So why are we all playing this game? It's because we're told we need to look a certain way. But you know what's smarter? Driving a paid-off, older car. That $40,000 you'd spend on a brand new truck, you could invest that, and with compound interest, it could turn into hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years. This is where it gets really interesting. If you're willing to make that choice, the hard choice, you're ahead of the game. It's not sexy, it's not flashy, but it works. The salary myth and lifestyle inflation. Here's a kicker, the salary myth. We've been sold this idea that if we just earn more money, everything will be fine. But look, if you're not managing your expenses properly, it doesn't matter how much you make. You get a raise, but guess what happens? Lifestyle inflation. You start spending more because, well, you deserve it. Your rent goes up, your car payment goes up, and next thing you know, your extra income is gone. So what do? You work harder. You stretch yourself further. But that's the trap. This isn't about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep. The debt dilemma and the order of operations. Now, let's dive into one of the most critical things most people get wrong: debt. If you have high-interest debt, like credit card debt at 22%, and you're putting money into investments, you're losing money. You're literally losing 14% annually because you're not prioritizing the right thing. Here's the secret. Pay off your high-interest debt first. It's boring, it's not flashy, but it's the most guaranteed return on your money that exists. Once that's gone, then you can start talking about investments, real estate, stocks, or whatever you want to pursue. This is where people really mess up. They get excited about crypto or day trading or whatever next big thing is out there. But here's the uncomfortable truth. If you're drowning in debt, those are just distractions. The $20,000 rule and how to shift your mindset. Let me tell you something. The first $20,000 you save will change your life. It's not about being rich, it's about building the buffer that allows you to think beyond next month. Once you have $20,000 saved, suddenly the world shifts. That unexpected car repair? It's just annoying. The broken dishwasher? No big deal. You're no longer in crisis mode. You can make decisions based on opportunity rather than desperation. You can negotiate for a better job, start a side hustle, or even take some time off without risking everything. That's what financial freedom looks like. It's not about being a millionaire. It's about having choices. Take control of your financial future. Here's the bottom line. The old financial rules don't work anymore. Normal is broken. If you keep playing the same game that your parents played, you're going to lose. But here's the good news. You have a choice. You can stop trying to keep up with everyone else and start making smarter decisions. If you want to actually build wealth in 2026, it starts with saying no to the status game. It's about living below your means, eliminating debt, and getting to that $20,000 buffer. Once you hit that mark, you're in growth mode, and that's where the magic happens. So what are you going to do? Stay stuck in the system that's designed to keep you broke, or are you ready to make a change? Look, the system isn't going to change. You have to change. You've got this. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, I've got more videos coming your way. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on the next steps in this journey. Let's break the cycle together.